Hi, I'm Bryan Peterson, and I'm the author of Understanding Electronic Flash. As I mentioned, we're here in Paris, and I'm with Olga. She's completely outfitted, ready to go, but let's go through the steps. As always, my first question I often ask myself is this: do I have any depth of field concerns when it comes to using my flash? And in this case, yes, because I want to get Olga in the foreground sharp, as well as the Eiffel Tower in the background. So I'm going to be using an aperture of f/22 on my 17 to 35 millimeter Nikkor lens. Next question: what concerns, if any, do I have with the ambient light? Well, in this case, I want to deliberately underexpose the ambient light. Therefore, I'm going to be shooting at f/22 at a shutter speed that is going to render a dark background sky. The normal exposure is f/22 at a 60th, and I'm going to be shooting instead f/22 at a 250th of a second. So that's a two-stop underexposure of the background. The only thing I have yet to do is with the Nikon flash, I'm going to tell the flash in manual exposure flash mode on the back here that I'm setting the flash at 22, as you can see. Now that that's at 22, it gives me a distance, in this case, 8 feet. That is with the flash zoomed at 200 millimeters. Even though I'm shooting at 17, I'm deliberately zooming to 200 to narrow the beam only on Olga as she makes her jump. So she'll be illuminated against that very dark underexposed sky and the silhouetted Eiffel Tower in the background. We're going to do this two ways, one with the rain slicker and the other one without the rain slicker. So let's take a look and see how this unfolds. Oh, one other point: I am shooting also in remote with the Nikon commander mode, which is explaining why this is up. This now will trigger the flash. Okay, you ready? Here we go, Olga. And 1 and 2 and jump. Oh, I gotta turn the camera on. Let's try that again. And 1 and 2, jump. There we go. Take a look at that one, folks. Now, before you get too excited, come back here and let's watch what happens next, because now we're going to use all white with the red hair and blue stockings, and 1 and 2 and go. Take a look at that one. Look at them side by side. You be the judge. You decide which one you like, and I'm sure Olga too, she'll be making her own choice as well. So I hope this is pretty self-explanatory, and I hope it gives you more and more motivation still to get out there and start using that flash of yours. Flash is an amazing opportunity to really employ some pretty cool creative effects. Now, one final note: at a 250th of a second at f/22, normally that would not be fast enough to freeze the action of Olga under ambient light conditions because she's going up and down. But because I'm using a flash, during that 250th of a second, the flash is actually firing closer to 1,000th of a second as far as the actual burst. And since that's the exclusive exposure for her, we're in effect using that 1,000th of a second flash burst to completely freeze crystal clear the action of her jump. Hey, until next time, this is Bryan Peterson saying, you keep shooting.